Welcome back. It's Inside Tennessee. This is the third block. We're going to talk a little politics now, and to kick that off, I think we may have some pictures that illustrate the topics we're about to kick into. The first one will be Bob Corker and Marsha Blackburn. What do you think?
Phil Bredesen.
Well, why don't you start, because your boy Corker decided big
news. He made news this past week that he was reconsidering his decision to not run for re-election.
He really was reconsidering?
I really do believe he was reconsidering it. And he did travel the state last week. They did some polling, and I don't know what the polling showed, but I think, honestly, once he really thought about it, look, I made my decision. There was a reason that I decided not to run.
Right.
And it was the right thing to do, although he certainly got a lot of pressure from a lot of folks in D.C. and a lot in Tennessee to reconsider.
People with money, perhaps.
Well,
a lot of that.
As a Governor Bredesen supporter, fan, and surrogate, I am thrilled that Bob Corker decided not to run, because I think it would have been a much harder race for Governor Bredesen, although I still think he would have won, given the current climate. And I know that's contrary to what Susan thinks, always pointing to how big Trump went in Tennessee. But frankly, Phil Bredesen is in a much better position to beat Marsha Blackburn because of the polarity between the two candidates. The centrists in our state, which often end up being the swing votes, that's why we've had centrist governors for the last several, are not going to be supportive of Marsha Blackburn. The question is, can she draw enough of her base out, and is enough of the base converted to her to support her? And I don't think so. I think Phil Bredesen is going to be the next senator, and the Senate is going to swing another vote blue because of this race. And so I'm excited about this race, and I think Governor Bredesen, if elected, is going to make a fine senator for our state.
Okay, we could talk a lot longer about that.
You're not going to let me answer that?
Real quick.
This state is red. This state has changed dramatically since Phil Bredesen was governor. Marsha Blackburn fits the pattern of it may not fit your pattern or even mine, because I'm certainly more moderate than she is, but this state is very, very conservative.
Folks, we have another lunch bet. Susan and I, Bredesen wins on mine. If Marsha wins, lunch.
Okay. Next topic, Trump in the White House. It was another lively week. One could say maybe it's falling apart. Who knows? Maybe it's just reconfiguring. What do you guys think?
Hope Hicks was sort of a linchpin in President Trump's administration. Very important. She'd been there a long time. She'd been close in the inner circle, probably the closest ally outside of immediate family. And what it also tells me, given the timing and the events of the week, is that the Mueller investigation is getting closer and closer and closer to the center. And folks, there is big news to come, I'm afraid. And while I'm certainly not a Donald Trump supporter, it is going to be a difficult time for this country.
Susan?
Well, certainly Hope Hicks' resignation was significant. But what I noticed from the president this week were all of the meetings that he held publicly on school safety. Opioids, all of that. And I was really impressed with him. I think he truly did listen, and he went after the NRA a little bit, and so
which his 25% approval rating in his core probably dropped to 20 as a result of that.
Probably lost some of his core supporters.
Well, every week is a new week, that's for sure, with the man in charge. We're going to take another break. We'll be back. Don't go away.